If the root is dead, the root is dead.
You can lean on me if you need to.
Make the hair grow if your root is still viable. You can never make a dead root come to life unless you do a transplant where you take a plaque from an area where the root is viable. You make a hole in the back, let's say, and then you transplant the plaque. It's like grass transplant. You take it from here, you put it in here. And then you hope that it takes and it will grow and blood vessels will grow in. Then the root will start producing hair. What is beneficial, at least worthwhile try, people that have thinning hair. This is not a cure that will make your hair grow. Anybody that tells you that lies to you. The hair follicles can produce hairs. So how does that work? By my logic, it says the following. Sometimes the follicle is damaged. Sometimes the follicle is very weak. And you can revitalize the follicle by pushing stimulants that will help the follicle wake up and start growing hair. But there are no guarantees. But it's worthwhile trying. And the principle that I would say that requires a lot of effort on your part and persistence is I would use a microdermabrasion roller. And I would start, maybe there is 0.5 millimeters and go up to 1 millimeter, which is quite big to use at home. And I would roll all over the area. So let's say you are here, and this is 0.5. And I can feel it. So you would roll in every direction and you would press a little harder with the roller on the areas where you have thinning hair or where you have very fine hair and you want the hair to regenerate and you want to stimulate the hair follicle in the hope that it will happen. The first step would be using the microneedle roller. It's actually something that you would have to use on a daily basis. So you would use the microneedle roller all over the area where the hair is thinning out. You can use it all over your scalp. What I would do if I'm you, I would use this Ozone serum. When you do the microneedling, sometimes it would bleed, which is okay. You can just wipe it with a little alcohol. After you did the microneedle roller, or during, you can apply, let's say here, a drop of the ozone. You apply the ozone, let's say here on the area, and either before or after, and now you create microchannels. This oxygenated ozone serum is a very special, unique serum. Why? Because it has pure oxygen in it. It takes me a month to create a little amount of it. It's a process, machines that push oxygen and ozone into an oil and they completely change the composition of it. It takes well over a month to do and it becomes very viscous and it's saturated with ozonated oxygen. Ozonated oxygen is very, very beneficial. It's a stimulant, it's an antioxidant, it's a scavenger. Oxygen by itself nourishes the skin, nourishes the hair. So we use the same thing on the face. You do microneedle roller on the face and then you put the oxygen serum either during or after on the skin. You're pushing the oxygen into the skin. In order for a follicle on the human skin, on the human body to live, to thrive, to exist, that human follicle has to have blood supply because the blood supply carries oxygen, hormones and nutrition. Here you are providing oxygen supply into the hair follicle